Whoa, it's the illusion reporting from somewhere on spaceship Earth. I thought I would check in. It's been a little while since I've made just a regular video here on the Illusions channel. Been doing some live streams. Been definitely in flux lately, if you will. Just kind of that weird time of year, man. Maybe it's I don't know what it is. Doesn't really matter, man. I've been trying to get my art back going again. I'm doing a little, it's kind of a portrait vibe, sort of working that angles, doing some portraiting. Go upside down or this way. Don't know. Not sure. And been fully slacking on the art thing. It's been an interesting thing. I got this cool piece of mail from Canada, from my beautiful friends up in Canada. It's a very cool package, if you will. Contemplating. Look at that. I like that. And let's see what it is. It feels like books. Oh, wait. What's under there? I just want to make sure I don't rip anything that's not meant to be ripped. But yeah, man, you know, life's been good. It's been very interesting. It's settling into the new rhythm of life. It takes a while. And then I always find that with this, like, this is sort of like the next chapter of it all. It's taken a bit to transition. And The Man Who Planted Trees from Alfred, Elliot, and Dan. The Man Who Planted Trees. This is a great book. By the way, this dude, I've actually read this book. I'm super stoked to get a new copy of it because it burned up in the fire. But this guy is, I've talked about him before, is about the one who is taking the genetic cuttings of all the biggest trees and propagating them as genetically the strongest trees and replanting them further up the coastline. This is a very, very cool dude. Jim Robbins. I love the big trees. The Wolf. A true story of survival and obsession in the West. Ooh, this looks good. The wolf races along a predator on a hunt. Ambitious. S.C. Gwynn. Transcendent. I like S.C. Gwynn. I'm reading a book by him right now. Dan, Alfred and Elliot, thank you for the books. I'm gonna get some reading, and I never actually finished this one. Oh wait, and we got a little picture in here. What's this? You got a little skateboarding action on the inside. Funny cartoon on the backside. All right, that's a good bookmarker. I've been definitely trying to read more. Alfred, Elliot, and Dan. What a cool crew up there on Vancouver Island. You know, it's I want to say is life's reached a calm. It really has. And I find that to be almost unsettling. I think there's been so much chaos over the last couple years, and maybe for life. And I've reached this space where there's a normalcy to it. And I almost don't know what to do with like a normal life. I spent, if I think about it, it's, and I got sober 10 years ago. So getting sober means that the period leading up to sobriety was chaos, which it was. Geez, solid decade of chaos there. And then, getting sober itself is chaos just by the very nature of beginning to achieve sobriety. And then I think when it finally calmed down, when there was a sort of calmness, I got together with my wife, and we all of a sudden were having a child, and chaos ensued. And then move it forward 5 years. Here we are, and houses have burned down, and separations and rekindlings, and now it's just it's so mellow and simple. I don't even know what to do with it sometimes. That is a beautiful thing, and yet it's hard to find a rhythm in it because it is so rhythmic. It truly is the excelling at the mundane, which most people don't, because chaos is a distraction, right? Like there's nothing distracting me right now, which I have found to be the ultimate distraction. It's the very ironic twist to it all is because there's nothing distracting me, and I can truly focus in on living, Livin, living with that G, yo. I find that I'm very distracted, and my mind is not calm. And it's not calm because it's worried. It's not calm because it's in danger. It's just not calm because it has so much potential. And I find that I can't zero in on exactly what I'm supposed to do. Because living, you're living, but I think at a certain point is what I'm getting at is I'm not in a survival mechanism. We're actually living. We actually got a full normal house and a normal lifestyle and achieved a level of normalness. It's not off the grid. It's just truly in some neighborhood being a normal person, and it's quiet and it's calm and there's no danger. So it's that thing with I think as one of those people, as an alcoholic, I thrive in chaos. And now that there's no chaos, I'm left to my own internal space, and what's in there? I might be a little bit hollow. I might be a little bit more shallow than I think I am. So I look in there and I'm I realize I do have an inability to focus, because now that I don't have to find the time to focus, I can truly focus. I'm distracted by that space. And it's very interesting because, being a father and a husband are very much, once you've found the pattern, are very much become part of your fabric, if you will. So you don't, I think for a while, I struggled to figure out how to be a father. And intuitively, I've always known how to be a father. But I mean, to be a father and a husband and facilitate my own space and find my own identity. I found my own identity. But it's that thing where the train's moving pretty fast down the tracks, in life. My son's almost is 4.5 plus. It's all happening so quick, and yet the time is really very stable right now. So I haven't had a bunch of like epiphanies or deep thoughts. Everything's just super mellow. And that is in itself very chaotic. I'm fully like, this is like a video of the contradiction of reality is is trying to understand what this is, because there's nothing to really understand. It's super simple. It's the goal has been achieved. There's a calmness to life. I went out to the car and I had to get something. And I was like, you know what I needed? I need to start getting up in the morning and going for walks, because I forgot that, for a whole period before the fire, I would get up every morning at 5 o'clock and go for like a 2 mile walk and meditate and pray and do all this stuff. And then the fire burned and life changed, and I was single dad for a while and chaos, and it was just a lot of chaos. And now that we're here, I'm like trying to figure out like the new rhythm, what to do within the new rhythm, because the new rhythm has now stabilized. And in there's all sorts of space now, man, to do all sorts of cool things, to develop the new ideas, the new projects, and I found it like, even the thing is like, I'm trying to change the direction of my art. I'm trying to find a new creative space. I'm trying to redefine myself without needing to redefine myself, because I'm already in the definition. You get what I'm saying? It's very much like a vacuum cleaner eating itself, and I think it's a good thing. Like, there's no big, like I think I'm just like pretty happy. Like I can say that, like, I'm happy and life is good. But I don't think I even know what that is. Does that make sense? Like, I know what it is, but I don't think I've ever truly like lived in it, so I don't even know what to do with it. You know what I mean? I think life has been so chaotic, and the illusions of what happiness have been false reality. So now that I'm at a totally stabilized, normal, happy place, it's super peaceful. I'm like, oh wow, like, it's super peaceful. Like, what do you do now? I'm trying to figure out how to make kombucha. That's what I got called to do, is try to figure out how to make my own kombucha. So I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know. I got to make some SCOBY or something. Like, like now it's that time. We've been living here like 2.5 months. It's time to start creating. I think when you transition to a new living environment, a new living space, a new neighborhood, like, there's a time where you have to let it envelop you, where you can't really do anything because you need to sort of create it. And now we're to the point where like we live in it. We're not new to it. We're not getting moved in. We're living here. We live here now. Like, I've finally, I think, reached that point where like it's official. Like, I live here now, where I'm like, oh, okay, like, we live here. Like, this is where I live. And that in itself is a trippy space, because you almost forget how special it is to live here, right? You begin to take it for granted, which is the chaos of calmness that I'm talking about. We're like, because there's no drama or no chaos. Oh, so I have to let all these new ideas and patterns in and redefine it, because now I'm in it. Now I'm not coming on anymore. Like, I'm in the trip. Like, I'm through the throat. I'm in the whole thing. And now it's time to just breathe. I don't really know what this video was about or what it's about. I just know that I need to start making more of this kind of content. Although I do like long form live stream things, but I'm just trying to figure it out. And there's nothing to figure out. I think I'm just trying to like see it now. It's like truly breathe it in. Does that make any sense? I don't know what I'm really talking about right now. Anyway, this is The Illusion signing off. Alfred, Elliot, Dan, thank you for the books. And links down below. Links down below.